Among all the great wisdom the Dalai Lama has shared with the world, he said, "We often add to our pain and suffering by being overly sensitive, overreacting to minor things, and sometimes taking things too personally." Have you ever wished you could escape from the world by putting your pillow over your head and staying in bed until some change occurs in your circumstances? For most of us, this happens when some terrible event has delivered a tragedy on our doorstep, when it seems nothing is going our way, when the people in our lives are impossible, or when our preferred means of coping isn't easing our suffering. Hello, I'm Kathy Jacobson, and I'm the founder of modesofemotion.com, where we believe emotions are energy, energy is power, and therefore emotions are power. Our mission is to help people access the vast ocean of personal power they possess within them. We work to reduce conflict and suffering within ourselves, between individuals, and in the world. Welcome to part 2 of our series called Freedom from Suffering. In this series of short videos, we offer a path to greater serenity. The suggested steps are most effective when taken in order, but each of these steps has power when employed separately. So here they are. 1. Identify your story of suffering. 2. Own your part in your suffering. 3. Pause, look, listen, and stop. 4. Move from what is to what might be. 5. Create a mantra or affirmation statement. And 6. Form new synapses in your brain. And now we'll explore what it means to own your own part. As we discussed in part 1 of this series, Identify Your Story of Suffering, we mentioned several types of stories, such as misery, anger, frustration, anxiety, and grief. Such stories reinforce suffering through a recycling of both the story itself, which is mainly our thoughts, and the emotions underlying it. With your thoughts, you review the events which remind you of why you're suffering. Then your thoughts keep the events vivid, which reinforces the emotions of suffering, and thus your misery becomes stronger. This brings you back to the events, and you start assuming the events, churning through your mind, are what the story is about. Because really, when you get right down to it, your interpretation of the story determines the strength of your suffering. So step 2 is to re-examine your story and come at it from a different angle. To help you do this, answer the following questions as they apply to your situation. Are you blaming yourself? Are you critical of others? Are you fighting against your current situation? Are you entangled in a past event? Are you feeling guilty over some past choice? These and other responses are your part in the perpetuation of the story. It's important to take responsibility for your part and only your part. Start by recognizing that most people do the best they can with the knowledge and tools they have at the time. No one wakes up in the morning and consciously says, "I think today I'll see how much suffering I can cause for myself and others." Just remember, you always do the best you can with the knowledge and tools you have, and so does everybody else. To see yourself and to acknowledge that what you feel, what you think, and what you do is up to you. No one else determines what goes on in your head, in your heart, and with your hands. Then divide the situation into 2 distinct parts, those you can do something about and those you can't. You can't change some facts as the weather, who won the election, someone else's attitude or their values, that you've lost someone you loved, and you can't change the past or redo regrettable choices you made in the past. So here are 4 immediate actions you can take to be present in your story and relax your flood of emotion. Please note that I said relax, not deny. First, take several deep breaths and then repeat to yourself, as I mentioned above, I am doing the best I can right now, even if my best is hiding under the bed. You might want to pause the video and do this right now. Breathe deeply and slowly and say out loud, right now I am doing the best I can. You might not believe you're doing the best, but say it anyway. Repeat it 2 or 3 times. Give your brain a chance to think of something else. Second, remember that other people, they too, do the best they can with the tools and information they have. Again, try this right now. Take a deep breath. Let your thoughts focus on anyone else involved in your misery. It might be just one person, or it might be several, or it might be a group. Now visualize them and say in your mind, as if you were saying it to their face, I trust you didn't try to hurt me on purpose. Now, if you can't quite get that far and you need to substitute, well, I suppose, instead of I trust, that's good enough for now. It might come out sounding a little sarcastic. Well, I suppose you didn't understand how that hurt me. That's fine. At least you're moving toward acknowledging you may have jumped to the wrong conclusion about their part. Third, expand your body to release the tension that's built up inside of you by this situation. Again, take a deep breath. As you inhale, stretch your spine. Make yourself as tall as possible. Relax on the exhale. Continue to breathe. Widen your shoulders. Stretch out your shoulder blades. Then stretch out your arms and legs, your hands and feet, your fingers and toes. Repeat this a couple of times, tightening your body and releasing the tension. Now notice how your body feels. If your tension is relaxed, recognize that. For most of us, the more troubled our emotions, the more our bodies respond by growing tighter and tighter, sort of the way you'd tighten a screw to stop a leak. When we expand our bodies, we loosen that tension. Our minds and our bodies are biologically wired to work together in this way. Therefore, the more mindful we are of our bodies and our thoughts, the more in tune with our emotions we will be. And finally, this is the fourth practice. Accept the old choices are over and done with. If you could turn back time and change something, you would have already. Generally speaking, the only part of the past we can change is our interpretation of it, and that part belongs to us alone. Everyone else involved will see it from a different angle and will make different assumptions about it. So after owning your part, you are ready to watch part 3, which is a 4-part process. Pause, look, listen, and stop. You'll find links to it and other videos in this 6-part series in the story notes. For an additional resource, in my book, Being the Creator, The 5 Modes of Emotional Power, I develop our model for accessing the full measure of your personal power to help you become the creator of all parts of your life. You can find this book on Amazon or visit our website, modesofemotion.com, to order a copy directly from the publisher. Also, we invite you to share your email address to receive a free copy of my ebook, Ease the Pain, 8 Steps for Long-Term Relief. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Until we meet again, look at the world with wonder and at yourself with warmth.